Well, while we're on the topic of teams awaiting new playing facilities, the Los Angeles Chargers go out and get the quarterback, perhaps of the future, in Justin Herbert with the 6th overall pick, the Oregon product, coming off the board just one pick after Miami went the way of Tua Tagovailoa. They then go on to service the linebacker position, the running back position. Joshua Kelly getting some positive pub from our guys, a wide receiver and a safety to round out that draft class. All right, guys, there's really no denying it. The AFC West, a bit up in the air beyond the Chiefs. Our reigning Super Bowl champions are going to be heavy favorites when they're looking at it. But the Chargers, they're just simply looking for an identity. Perhaps they've found some of that in Justin Herbert. When you look at Herbert and the draft class that's followed him, how have the Chargers done in your eyes, Ryan Wilson?
Joe, I've spent the last 2.5, almost 3 days now, praising just about every team's draft class. I don't feel comfortable doing that with the Chargers. I like Justin Herbert. I don't love him, especially at number 6. If we're being honest, and you watch his tape in 2019, he's a second-round talent. I understand why the Chargers took him when they did. I get it. Now you have to let him sit for a year and hopefully grow into that offense. They traded back up into round 1 to get Kenneth Murray, the linebacker out of Oklahoma State. I love Kenneth Murray. You don't need to give up a 2nd and a 3rd-round pick to trade up to get him. You should have a better plan in place, and this is something that occurred to me after the end of the first round. The Chargers could have taken Isaiah Simmons at 6. If they wanted to trade up, they could have traded up and gotten Jordan Love. Clearly like Justin Herbert better, but that's an option that if you look at side by side, you tend to lean towards Simmons and Love over Herbert and Murray, at least in my case. So I understand the plan. I know that Anthony Lynn wants to roll with Tyrod Taylor for at least part of this next season, but I think Justin Herbert's going to be set up to fail if they try to put him out there early, and that to me means any time in 2020.
All right, Ryan, we've been agreeing way too much, so I'm glad we have some disagreement here. And Justin Herbert has been that quarterback in this class that there's a lot of split decisions on him. Some people are high on him. Some people look at him and say, nah, I'm just not buying it. I like the raw potential that's there. He's tall. He makes, throws a nice, easy, catchable ball. He's got a cannon. He also ran the sub 4.7 40, so he's got the athleticism. I think the potential is there, and he was really held back by an offense that was really your kind of typical collegiate offense. Once he gets into an NFL-type scheme, which he had at the Senior Bowl, which is where he impressed, I think he could really flourish. And I think the fact that Tyrod Taylor is there for a bridge quarterback, and I feel bad for Tyrod Taylor because that's what he's becoming. He mentored Baker Mayfield. He was on the Bills and actually is a really good quarterback. He just can't get the full reins of a team. But I think that's a luxury for Justin Herbert, can kind of take his time, ease him in there whenever he's ready. And I actually like Kenneth Murray a lot more too. He's a player who made an impact at Oklahoma. Anytime their defense made a play, you found Kenneth Murray around the football, whether it was a strip sack, whether it was an interception, whether it was a big hit when they needed to make a big play, he was always there. So when you talk about taking care of the most important position on the offense and quarterback, taking care of it with Justin Herbert, and then taking care of the most important position on the defense and middle linebacker with Kenneth Murray, I think this is a really strong draft for the Chargers.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.